Hello, here I'm going to be showing you what is the absolute fastest salt farming in the game. This takes advantage of the Forgotten King fight and the fact that there are 3 bosses there. So the first step is to be getting to the Forgotten King fight, which involves going left from the Tomb of Dead Gods sanctuary and making a couple of tricky jumps until you drop down to the boss area. Once you've got some practice making these drops, it becomes a lot easier to make it without risking all of your salt. Now I am on New Game Flow 4 here, so I'm pretty overpowered. As you can see, at level 306. And I'm taking advantage of the fact that the Knight and King are both extremely vulnerable to fire. So even post-nerf, the Dragonfire spell does a ton of damage to these guys. Although any other fighting method that includes fire damage would do considerable damage to them as well. So the fight itself isn't too hard. The important thing is watching out for the Judge's Holy Attack. That one can get pretty annoying, and it can do a decent chunk of damage to you as well. I also recommend, if you're going for a magic build, to go ahead and put the Storm Ring on, because although you still have the elemental balance to deal with, the damage increase is pretty significant. I think it's around 50% increase. And as you can see, it just melts these bosses. The Knight is a little more annoying with his blocks, but it's usually not too hard to fake him out of it. This wasn't one of my better fights either. I ended up running out of mana too quickly. Well, not mana, focus, same thing. There is also a bug currently with his jumping attack, that it does not have a hitbox. So you do not need to dodge that one. It will not hurt you. And here I really screwed up. After you kill the Knight and the King, just use a horn or a bell and recall back to the sanctuary. And then you head back down and do it all over again. The whole run itself should only take about 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, let's see, starting on New Game, each boss gives you about 150,000. So that's 300,000 every 5 minutes. Or 600,000 every 10 minutes. Which would be, what, 6 times 6? Over 3.5 million every hour. And here on New Game Plus 4, I get a little over 200,000 per kill. So it does not take very long at all to build up massive amounts of salt. And then you just use your bell or your horn, head back to your sanctuary, and do the run again. And because you're returning to the sanctuary and not dying, it's much safer, and that accidental deaths won't cost you all of your salt. And it's that simple. Just go back, kill them again, and reap rewards of tons and tons of salt. Here, about 1.4 million for about 10 minutes of work.